Man, what up, folks? Like, subscribe, and share, man. Like, subscribe, and share. Got Chicago's finest, man. What's up with the people, man? Let's get this started today.
Whoa, folks, let's get it. Turn me up, Slime. OG. Sitting tripping on these hard times, deeping on these troubles, someone's feeling joy. Hang with the homies, just having fun, popping off the top. The blood eyes, keep drunk, you a gangster, just wanna cry. Sitting high on the slab, my homie saying, hold on, it's gonna be your game. Jack, just stay strong. I'm looking hard, we all wanna quit, man, but niggas can't give it up. I gotta keep my rent paid. Certain situations, keep a nigga in a bind. Open like hell, I don't end up doing time. They tripping with them bitches. The I'ma put a stop to them, cut the bitches in the bed. We get my riches, no love for them hoes. They just wanna see a nigga down the train. What they do with you the next week, they with the same motherfucker that you met them with. That's just cheating with my homeboy, ain't that shit a trip? But no matter, cause I never had her. She just a squeeze, looking for some time with a nigga and some G's. I barely got a dollar to my damn name. Sweeping up change, homie, a damn shame. So all I can do is get my thug on. I hit the club with my nigga till the early morning. And even though a nigga broke, I'm looking like a paid in the motherfucking ball head, yelling folks. Cause it's all about survival. Yeah. It is all about survival. Cause it's all about survival. Yeah. Now it's 23 and the shit's changed. No more standing on the corner trying to slang game. Matter of fact, it ain't worth it in the first place. If you hate pushing bricks, bricks out of state. Cause they clocking down, putting niggas on lock. Too old with a L and it don't stop. And I ain't got no time for behind bars. Trying to make it look and paid for the fresh cars. Sipping on Alizé. We all free. Grab some khakis and some shirts from the squad beat. Go deep in the coop and swoop holes. On a chop like they take a nigga bankroll. It's a night, though my niggas go crazy. Don't let them whole games even try to phase me. Cause it's all about survival. I ain't about to die, hope it got a fucking dime. So I ain't being broke. So foes. Yeah, and it's all about survival. Yeah. What up, people, man? It's all about survival. What up? Got Chicago's finest. Like, subscribe, and share, folks, man. I got some shit to talk about today, man. Let's go. I'm gonna take it back. Man, what it do? Man, like, subscribe, and share, people. Like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, Chicago's finest, man. Now, the day here in B-More, it was real hectic around in my neighborhood. We had a kidnapping / hostage type situation going on. And man, I'm up. I took my stepdaughter to go take care of some business. Wifey called me like, man, baby, something happened. Them alphabet boys, them letter boys, they all around here, and big boy blacked out everything. So come to find out, individual snatched up a young lady, had a hostage, man. They didn't violated her as a woman, and so on and so on. And man, they came up in there to knock this nigga Noodles back, which was well deserved. He deserved that. But it's like, man, you started to hear so much of this going on, especially, man, earlier in the summer, we had a young lady come running through my yard, clothes off, no clothes on and everything. She said some motherfuckers some Spanish guys had snatched her up, pretty much pimped her out. They was shooting her up with shit. And man, she was just out of it. And they was just pimping out, selling ass. And she don't even know what's going on.
And this was in the neighborhood that I live in. So you know what I mean, man. My wife and my stepdaughter, them cleaned her up and everything, and you could see the dudes around here searching for the young lady. You know what I mean? They looking for her. I mean, they deep in cars. So I call a few of my peoples, man. Man, get the fuck from around here. Y'all can't. What y'all swooping around here for? Cause I got all ladies around here where I live at. You know what I mean? On this block, this corner here, it's all ladies, man. The shit y'all doing with the ladies, that shit is intolerable. You know what I'm saying? But this shit is so prevalent now. It's happening so regular. And it's like, man, we as men, we tolerating and accepting the things that's going on in our neighborhoods and in our communities. And we sitting back like hermits. We're not saying a word. We're not doing anything about it. And trust me when I say it, man, of course you mind your business. You don't go jumping in other people's situations and shit like that. But some shit is your business. If this is your property and that shit across the street is burning your property value down, that's your business, man. And we gotta stop being we got so tamed to the point where we don't speak up and stand for anything that matters unless it has something to do with one of us. If we look just like me and you, man, we gonna go to the end, be ready to violate, chin check, override, take a block, all of that. But when there's some shit when it involves the women, the kids, and the elders, we sit on our fucking hands and don't say a word. You know what I mean? We sit on our hands and don't say a word, man. And it's like, man, and that's state to state. We as men, we as the men in our communities universally have become some suck-ass, bitch-made niggas, excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? But that's really how I feel. We have allowed everybody and anybody to come and violate, do anything they choose in our community, in our neighborhoods, and we don't say a word. We sit up like hermits around here when it comes to something that really matters, something you should speak up for. And while this is going on, the crazy part is I have a situation happen with a young lady that I know right now. This shit happening right as we speak. She was dealing with a dude that I know. And over the weekend, she come talk to my wife. And she like, man, she telling the wifey, she had called us actually, man. She was like, she had a situation where she needed a ride. She needed to get from where she was at that moment. And you know what I mean? This was on some late night shit. The wifey get me up like, man, baby, we need to go get her. We get to up, man, we go handle our business, go get her. And she was with a nigga that I know, you know, or a nigga that I knew. Let me rephrase that. You know what I'm saying? And it turns out he wound up, they was hanging out, you know what I mean? Just hanging out, smoking weed, drinking, whatever. And he wound up slipping her a roofie. Slipped her a roofie. And I'm like, damn. You did that shit with ease like that, like it was nothing. You didn't violated this young lady. She had a brain block where she don't remember nothing from her. It's an 18-hour period in her fucking life that she done forgot. She didn't know what happened. And man, but she's been violated. You know what I mean? And it's like, man, this is a cat I knew. I've known him for a minute too. So I pull him up on it. You know what I'm saying? I pull him up on it. Now this was I don't do the domestics. I don't get in other people's business when it comes to man, doing your woman and none of that. I don't involve myself in it. I have no stretch of the imagination. But like, man, but he actually involved me in it because I know that. So by him saying he knew me, she was more comfortable initially. So you know what I mean? Even get this nigga the time of day to be in the space and in the presence of this fool on behalf of he know that. So you put me in that shit. So I got the right to check you about some bitch ass shit you just did. You know what I'm saying? And I man, if anybody in comments right now, man, I catch up with them. Y'all already know I'm blind as hell, but I can't. I'm on the laptop in my car, but I'm just on when I catch back up with that. Apologize about that. So when I tell him, I'm like, man, bro, when niggas start doing shit like that? You know what I mean? Like he'd say, oh man, I thought it was something else. He thought it was another pill. Man, you got a bottle of these motherfuckers. So you know what you had. You know what you was. You know what you slipped a Mickey. So you knew what the fuck was going on. And like, man, when dudes start walking around with roofies, what you got? If you got roofies in your motherfucking pocket or in your stash, that means you done this shit before. You plan on doing it again, and you repetitiously got to set up where you taking whatever the fuck you choose to feel like you salivating over. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, I said, man, don't attach me to no, you know me, nigga. You knew me. Yeah, you knew me before. But you damn sure don't know me now to be doing what you're doing and then go voluntarily offer my name to the presentation on behalf of Jack, man. I buy your shit up, you know what I mean? Because I don't condone that because I got daughters. I got daughters, man. And this young lady is somebody that, man, I got love for, know very well. Wifey got big love for. So, man, I air your ass out behind some shit like that. You know what I mean? But it's like, man, anyway. And he hanging on, man, come on, Jack, you know me. No, I don't know you. Because I damn sure, I thought I knew you. Because I damn sure don't know you. Because if you're doing something like that, that's some trickery. That's some betrayal. That's some devilish type shit. Because real brothers don't, real stand-up brothers don't do no, we ain't slipping no Mickeys. If your arm ain't strong enough to mack her down, that's probably ain't something you need to have. You know what I mean? If your mouthpiece ain't good enough to, man, put her in a situation where she want to hand it to you on a platter, nigga, you don't take nothing. Taking this, man, that's in violation all the way across the board. But we done allowed this shit to get to the point where brothers, man, it's comfortable being in the community, being in the neighborhoods, and everybody know these niggas on some snake shit. Everybody know these brothers is foul as shit now. We tolerate it, and everybody comfortable walking around like it's okay. They don't even have no fear of being violated. They don't even have no fear of being no man pulling up on them and checking their ass about it. They don't even have no fear of getting their ass evicted up out of this block. Because too many of us, like, oh, man, they ain't got nothing to do with me. Man, I mind my own business. I mean, that ain't my business. Yeah, I mind my business all the time. But when you doing some more vile ass shit right in my neighborhood, right in where I can see you from my house, nigga, that's my business. And you doing some shit to a motherfucker that I know, you know what I mean? That's some things is just uncivilized. You know what I mean? It's like, man, that shit ain't popping around here. And I ain't never gonna call no peoples. I ain't never calling no popos. But punkin heads is in effect. You know what I'm saying? That's just for real, you know? But we gotta stop. We gotta stop allowing bullshit to fly as men. Men used to be able to speak up when they see something that's out of order. Men used to be able to not be afraid to challenge some shit that ain't official. And now everybody is always claiming gang. But man, I don't give a fuck what organization you so-called affiliated with. I guarantee you in one of those doctrines or one of those codes, one of those creeds, it tell you women, kids, babies, elders is off limits to some kind of fashion where your ass ain't representing who you so-called claiming for real. Because if you were, your ass already would have had raccoon eyes around here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, what happened to the real men that's not afraid to speak up? It's all right to help somebody that ain't your bloodline. It's all right if you walking across the street and you see a woman in distress and a motherfucker sitting there violating her. It's okay to go over there and intervene. Ain't nobody saying put your life on the line, put your life in jeopardy. None of that. But man, I own this, my property line. And if you crossing my property line doing some bullshit, I got the right to get you up off mine. For real, for real. And it's like, man, that's just how I think. That's how and man, might be, man, can't help myself. I can't help it. I ain't apologizing about it. Some shit is like, man, it's not tolerated. Right? Some shit is not accepted. Some shit is not stand up, and some shit is not man-like. You know what I'm saying? So, man, us so-called men and the elder statesmen in the community that's supposed to be feral, retired gangsters or retired leaders in the community, you still supposed to have a voice where, man, remind these dudes some stuff ain't gonna fly. Some stuff can't, man, we can't have that around here. It's still okay to, man, make sure the little girls and boys get home safe when they coming out of school, man. It's still okay to make sure Miss Brown get her ass off the bus and make it in the house safe. It's still okay to make sure shit like that happen, man. You can't turn a blind eye to everything. You can't turn a blind eye to everything. That's why, man, you have the little situations that's going on around here. It's a lot of Spanish guys, so I'm not labeling no race, no kind of way. So don't take it like that, anybody. But I'm just saying, those are the voices that's being spoken about in those manners. So with that being said, we done got so bitch-fied as black men, black and brown men, that the ones that's on that shit, they not even afraid to maneuver through this shit. Because they know we ain't gonna do nothing. They don't even try to hide. You know, when you was a snake-ass nigga, you used to creep through. You used to have to slither through this motherfucker. But now, man, they walk stomping hard, dragging their nuts, and speaking loud and being vocal and boisterous. And, man, like there's nothing to account for, nothing to answer to, and no consequences to your actions. That's our fault. That's the men's fault. That's so-called being the men in the motherfucking community. And we don't look at community no more. We don't feel as though the neighborhoods matter no fucking more. That's why everything goes now. That's why these little fucktard ass niggas don't get no fuck about violating any and everybody, and nothing is off limits to these little motherfuckers, yo. Including your old ass. You know what I'm saying? Including you. Man, they'll violate an OG if you just sit there walking do like a fucking, like with your ass cheeks all tight, man. Come on, man. And I'm retired. You know what I'm saying? I'm retired. I ain't in no streets. I ain't in none of that. But I refuse to allow, I'm not finna walk around with my head down and I ain't looking you in your motherfucking eyes, because now you the face of the motherfucking so-called neighborhood. No, nigga, still my shit. I'm still here. And I'm a gangster. For real, for real. I'm just saying, retired or not, you still can't do certain shit in the presence of me. Respectfully. Because I ain't gonna do certain shit in the presence of you if I respect you. So we got a man. Respecting yourself as a man is meaning you gonna make certain shit where you lay your head, where your kids lay your head, where they lay their head, where your wife lay her head. Certain shit ain't tolerated. Certain shit gotta be nipped in the bud. Cause man, if you allow that shit to happen over there and don't nobody say nothing or do nothing about it, that shit gonna eventually dwindle the fuck over here. It's easy, it's economics. Everything is economics, man. For real, for real. If you gonna let it fly there, why the fuck you ain't gonna let it fly here? So man, we gotta tighten up as men and stop allowing everything to just go. And we as men gotta stop going for everything and doing that. Some of us ain't, it's a lot of lackluster ass men, so-called, walking around claiming I'm a man. No, I can do this because I'm a man. The fuck make you think you're a man just because your ass is one of the species hanging with something hanging? That don't make you no man, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Man, come on. We used We throw too many words out there and expletives out there that, man, some of us don't deserve to have that claim to fame. I'm just saying. And I say it to your face. I tell you how I feel, man. I tell you, say what you mean what you're saying. I mean that shit. Some of us don't deserve that man title on a whole bunch of levels. You know what I'm saying? On a whole bunch of levels. And all of us ain't started. Man, some of us started out rocky as a motherfucker trying to figure it out. But, man, you can't keep hitting that same pothole, that same brick wall. And man, you ain't figured it out how to tighten it up and figure out how to walk like a man. If you still doing that same sucker shit that you was trying to figure out 25 years ago, you still doing little boy shit, man. But it's like, man, I'm gonna make this one slow, sweet, and easy and quick. Man, some of this shit gotta be spoke on. And I'll be the voice of reason. Throw me out there, man. I'll be the martyr. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the martyr on my platform. I don't give no fuck. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I feel. Certain shit I don't believe in, certain shit I don't like, and I ain't never been a nigga to bite my tongue, man. So it is what it is. People, if you see something, do something sometimes, man. I ain't never telling no nigga to call no police. Ever. 911, my fingers burn trying to dial 911. I ain't dialing 911 to get no oxygen around this motherfucker, but, you know, you heard? Sometimes, man, police and protect our communities. That's what these organizations was created for, to police and protect our own community, people. Don't forget what it was about, because all you see now is what they made it become. Don't forget what it was about. Don't let what it became supersede what it was for, man. And too much of that shit happening coast to coast, city to city. Man, making all us look like some sucker duck ass niggas for real. It's my opinion. Got Chicago's finest, folks. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate everybody, man. Let's tighten up, folks. Certain shit ain't tolerated, man. Certain shit is uncivilized. Feel me? Certain shit is uncivilized. Like, subscribe, and share. And like I tell them, you ain't got to respect me, but you will not, and I repeat, will not disrespect me, because I will never do it to you first. Thank you, folks. Holla back. Catch you on the next one.